Hey everybody, it's me in my mirror on Christmas Day, Christmas night, I guess. Wanting to talk about, what was I talking about? Hooded eyes, droopy hooded eyes. It's something that everybody starts to deal with when they hit middle age. Some people just naturally have a more hooded eye. So I wanted to talk about a different aspect of it. You hear a lot of people, that sounds way too serious. This is not a lecture, I promise. You hear a lot of people talk about, the hood. It's hard to do when I'm, there it is. There's where my crease should be, used to be. It's not there anymore. It's way down. So people talk about drawing the eye out to the corner and up so that when people look at you, their eyes are, God, look at my fingernails, how embarrassing. I should, oh God, I've got lipstick on my head. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. So my point is that you also, other than this part of your eye needing to be lifted, you also have the middle part of your eye above your pupil that also is very droopy when you have this droopy hooded eye thing going on. So everybody does a wing and they blend outward and upward with the shadow, to give that uplifting of the eye. They do a cut crease, all those things. And those are all great and they all work, great. But I wanted to talk about more of the middle part of your eye and just a little bit of a different technique. And what I'm trying to do is do it and see it at the same time. I can't look head on like this because then I can't see what I'm exactly doing. What I'm trying to do is get a spot above my pupil, right about, I'm taking a flat brush. You could use, a flat brush would be best. You could use a brush, would be good. And we're looking at more of a dark color, so a dark brown, a dark purple, a dark gray, whatever. I don't even know what's on this brush, to tell you the truth. Something dark. So I've put those two dots above my eye to try to give the effect of more of an open eye by bringing the eyeshadow up to almost like a mountain. So now I'm going to just draw two lines down from that line, one towards the inner corner, one towards the outer corner, but not too heavy. Go light, because you can always go over this. So now I probably need a little bit more product. Keep the line fairly narrow to begin with, because it looks like I drew an eyebrow, another set of eyebrows, but you're just kind of making the focus here above. Okay, it's still fine to come in down here and do a cut crease or wing it out or whatever, but at the same time, let this part of your eye look as if it's being pulled upward to give a more open eye effect. Open eye effect. Now, as I try to hurry and finish this one without rushing, without being too completely boring. Okay, so now what you're going to do is just lighten it up a little bit. You know what? I haven't even picked out a color. Let's do pink. Can't go wrong with pink. And my green palette has one pink. Isn't that weird? I really like this pink. I'm going to use my finger. And so obviously you're using a lighter, brighter color than the original one. And you are putting it all over your lid in the inner corner as well as all over your lid. So what do we do last, ladies and gents? I wish there was some gents out there. I love men that wear makeup. Reminds me of cool 80s music. So what do we do now? Let's just blend, swirl, and blend, blend and swirl. You know, just to soften this line. But I think it's a good technique if, well, for anybody really. I mean, if you want lighter and, you know, more open eyes, if you've got the squinty eyes, this draws the, whoever is looking at you, draws their eyes up. Therefore, you look more awake. Now, some people really like to blend it out so you can barely see it. I like to be a little more dramatic, if you haven't noticed. But you can soften this more if you want. And there you go, guys. Merry Christmas.